Hey, Alex, here are some interview questions for Marsuplala. If this seems lame to you, and you want it at a different angle, let me know, and I'll switch gears. I don't need doing that at all. I want what you guys are doing to be represented the best way you see fit. I love your project so much. Can you send this to Wally as well? I oddly don't have his email, and I am going to text him about this. Can you have this done by a week from now? Also, can you send me 2 JPEGs or any video thing you like to accompany the interview? Thanks, dude. Sean. Marsuplala, there are 2 of you right now. Do you plan to grow into more use?
I guess at this point, Marsuplala is going to be myself, Alex, and Wally. So far we've had different contributors, like yourself, Sean. You played music with us. Alicia, Anne's helped us film. Well, I guess we have different people helping us, but the main creative force is Wally and I for this particular project.
I would second all of that. I agree. The name began with Alex and I, but we want to involve as many people as possible. It's a collective and loose, but also defined.
I have been eating some of your eyeballs, and my digestive tract has been so happy. How do you make such delicious eyeballs?
Well, thank you for saying so. We get them from the Wiggle Zone, and we have a big pile of them, and we're very happy to share them with you. We just try to keep the most real eyeballs around as possible.
Yeah. We use nutritional yeast.
When you guys started playing with each other, what was the first thing you played? Rose?
We met at a coffee shop, and our first interaction was a set of collaborative drawings. So we drew 4 characters together, and after that we played some music, and after that we started doing costumes, and we've done so many different projects, but yeah, it just started off with drawing.
Yes. Yes, Rose.
One time I was in a dark room with you, and making noises together. When one of you left, the other started singing in a dialect I have never heard of. What was that?
I can channel the language of the ancients, and for that particular track, it's kind of the colloquial language of the ancients, some urban slang.
What is a Marsuplala rather than you?
I'm having a hard time understanding you. Could you repeat that?
What is a Marsuplala rather than you?
Oh, what is a Marsuplala? It's a musical monster. It's a creature, any kind of creature, that's born of more than one mind.
It's like Kung Fu Ballet.
Yes. And it's like Fu Manchu salad. It's like catching a double rainbow on your bike ride home. It's like recording these questions in front of a lit microwave.
It's like pajama pants.
Why do you guys eat each other's pieces sometimes?
I just eat whatever's nearest my mouth. I mean, sometimes I eat other pieces. Sometimes I eat my own pieces. Sometimes I eat Reese's pieces.
Yum. Yum. It's so delicious. I want more. Why don't you just mind your own pieces?
I heard you went fishing at Diamond Lake and cooked some diamond fish. How did you make them? Do you have recipe you can share?
We tried to get the diamond fish.
The diamond fish was a challenge to us. I'd like to cook it with some lemon and ginger. Diamonds are good with ruby juice.
Ruby juice and also a little bit of a sapphire glaze.
Sprinkles of
a crushed coal salad.
Jade cubes.
Also just good with earthworms.
Turnips. Yes, vodka.
If you wanted to, you could probably make anything in the universe to live in. What is your ideal houses like?
I like trampolines and the ball pits. And I want a mattress room and a room that is just a toilet.
Do you risk being flushed down your own toilet?
Yes, but it shoots you out and becomes a water slide to a park that was a mud park with a man hosing down the floor, hosing down the mud floor and creating a giant lake of mud. It was a lake full of kids on inner tubes in the mud lake.
I've been to a place that's called City Museum. It's this endless labyrinth of tunnels and mazes and slides and connecting compartments. And there are various rooms with various themes made by artists out of refuse and an old shoelace or shoe factory. You can still buy new shoelaces there that are made on the spot. There's a lake full of turtles that you can climb around in the branches above, and there are literally thousands of turtles beneath you. Cardboard is the best way to do it now.
Easily make the whole thing out of cardboard, and it would cost us nothing.
Have you ever seen Captain Mark's Secret Cities? It's my new favorite show again. I've been doing some time traveling and watching it from tubes.
Yes, I have seen that show when I was a kid, and I hadn't watched it until a couple nights ago when we first read your questions, and Alex and I watched it on the YouTube. Amazing. My favorite thing about that show that I do remember specifically from being a kid is that colossal mural that he was constantly adding to and working on during and at the end of every episode, and like getting to see that and watching its sort of monumental progress as a child was really, really, really exciting. I also, as I told Alex, remember specifically learning how to draw that half-moon-shaped line on the tubular body of a snake in order to make it pop out and be 3D, and that was revolutionary to me at a young age. I still draw my snakes that way.
What kind of pictures are your favorite kinds to make?
My own.
But I saw a little puppet toy that you pull the string on the bottom, and its arms and legs will jump up and move, and that inspired me to make paper puppets. I want to make large-scale paper puppets eventually, or large-scale jigsaw wooden puppets that we can move around. I really enjoyed drawing the paper puppets for this particular collaboration.
I also have enjoyed making the paper puppets and all the collaborative monsters in general. As a kid, my favorite way to draw was to draw. I had a friend named Greg Yondel, and then later another friend named Evan Kozad, and another friend named Josh Horgan, and we would make various paper cutout characters that were not puppets, but were just two-dimensional, flat, like paper dolls that would have attachable weapons, and they were like our sort of own secret action figure collections, and they were the best. I mean, the first ones were called the Paper Critters, and they were violent monster mutants. And then later I graduated to Space Critters, which were intergalactic monster mutants.
You guys are really good at hanging out, like hangout experts. What is it that makes you guys hanging out so awesome?
I feel like this collaboration process has been pretty natural, and I think throughout my life I was creating with the intention of doing a project like this. The way that I worked with Wally was perfect for the type of artwork that I wanted to do. I realized that we had a lot in common in terms of our influences and the things that we liked and the things that we got excited about. So when we started creating artwork together, it was just a very natural and easy and fun process. And the more I see what we're creating, the more it just makes me want to do more of it. It's fun to just hang out and have a good time and then realize that we're creating something as well and we have something to show for it. So I think that makes the process more enjoyable.
Yeah, it's like you're perfectly fusing like making a project, making art, and then also hanging out. Like they just intermesh, and therefore it becomes this sort of self-expanding synergy.
If one of you were to suddenly become invisible, what would you do?
Alex?
Yeah?
Alex?
Yeah?
Alex?
Wally?
Are you in the bathroom?
No, I'm invisible.
Oh,
you
no.
can't see me, but I can see you.
You're in the bathroom.
No, I'm looking at you right now, and I'm poking you.
Oh my God. Whoa. How are you doing that?
I'm invisible.
That's amazing. Make me invisible also.
Wally? Wally?
Alex, I'm right here.
Wally?
Alex, I'm right here.
I can't see you.
Yes, you can.
Where are you?
Hey, I'm waving my hands.
You must be in the bathroom.
I'm not in the bathroom.
No, you must be in the bathroom.
Listen, I'll fart right here.
Wow.
Yeah, that wasn't from the bathroom.
Sounded like it was right next to my face.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells like
standing on your lap. Could you feel me?
It smells like it was right in front of my face.
It was!
That's amazing.
I know.
Wally, you're so talented.
It's the power of invisibility.
Can you describe the perfect sound combo?
Cha! Like the kung fu. And I like the... Yes. And the... And I like the... And I like... Rah! And I like... Rah! Ah! Ta-cha! Good food.
They're really hard to do. It's totally impossible.
What is the most fun place you guys could imagine hanging out and making stuff?
Starting on this project has made me realize how valuable space is, and living somewhere where I could just build infinite amounts of things and have them take up as much space as possible, like a desert, would be totally amazing. Or maybe if I just had my own little pocket negative zone that I could access to just house endless puppets in.
I think that if I had the opportunity to have some form of warehouse, secret, stage, puppet world...
called a puppet library, which was a place where all of the previous giant puppets that had been built for parades or performances or whatever could be sort of donated and housed here. And I think in that situation, the expectation was that if you had a future event that you wanted a giant tiger puppet for, you could just take it and use it. Or if you needed to make a dragon puppet and you thought that tiger puppet would make a really good base for my dragon puppet, you could take it and manipulate it. And I feel like that's a necessity. Like every city should have a puppet library, or at least an art project library, a creative playground for people to then adapt and add to.
Puppet Recycling Resource Center.
Yeah, and like an organ donors exchange.
That needs to be established right away.
Yeah, that's why sometimes you just eat parts of each other. That's why.